Tucker, how do you describe Tucker right now?
Here we go. I can't wait to hear this.
You guys, he's cuckoo right now. I don't know what's going on with him. He is, listen, it's one thing for us to be mad at Trump for the Epstein thing, right? We also appreciate that he's been in office for 6 months and the amount of amazing shit that he's gotten done is like, holy crap, right?
It's amazing. It's
amazing.
Remarkable. Right.
It sounds to me in this clip of Tucker that he is dissatisfied with this first 6 months. Like it's just not good enough for him.
Really?
And I just don't
agree.
Listen, we've got problems. I don't know that. Why is he trying to? I feel like it's the left's job to constantly denigrate America and point out our flaws and constantly say how much we suck
and beat up on Trump.
Yeah, I don't expect that from our own side. And yet
pay people what they actually want long enough and instead substitute things that you claim they should want, like bombing Iran.
Oh my God.
You know, I mean, I'm not for Iran, where you spend all day telling me that it's so important that, you know, boys not playing girls' soccer teams, whatever. I agree. I hate the tranny stuff passionately. I think you should keep the boys off girls' soccer teams. But I don't know. It kind of feels like you're feeding me appetizers. At some point, I want to look around and see a better country. I want to see a country I recognize. I don't want to see people sleeping on the sidewalk.
Oh my God.
I don't want to see people ODing on drugs. I want to know where those drugs coming from. Why can't you stop it? You've got the U.S. military. Don't you have SEAL Team 6? Like, what are they doing today? Don't you have Delta Force? You could give me another segment about how impressive the U.S. military is? I believe you. Why aren't they employed to make my country better? Why are my cities disgusting? I don't want to go there. It smells like weed and halal food. And you're lecturing me about how it's a great moral victory that I kicked the boys off the girls' soccer team? Good, I'm so glad. But let's do the real stuff, like making New York livable.
Why is he screaming? He never screams like that. Why is he being like that?
I don't know. Weird. I don't know what's going on with him.
It's really,
like
really
menopause.
Weird. It is menopause. I think he's going through menopause too. Yeah, it's really... Wow. It's like he's having a hot flash and he's freaking and he's like, I need a fan. I need a fan.
And Dave Rubin, I thought, called it out correctly. He said Trump is doing all of these things to the best of his ability. You can't do everything at once. And he had to dig us out of a hell of a hole. Tucker exists now only to split the right and help the left. And it feels like that to me.
It is really, really weird. It's a little sketch. Like, listen, 6 months. He said 6 months.
Right.
With all the getting all the illegals out of here is like the first step. He's like, it smells like weed and halal food.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if that bothers you, if that bothers you, he's doing the best he can to get all of the illegals out of here. I feel like that, and just the border being closed and having zero come in, that's a win. To me, that's like the first win. Okay, I live in Texas. To me, that's a win. I don't know where Tucker lives. I'm assuming that he lives in New England somewhere, like in I don't know.
He's in Maine.
Right. Maybe it's a little different up there, but here the bleeding has stopped. Like there's a tourniquet and now we're starting to heal a little bit. It's going to take more than 6 months. It is
like,
win.
Can you cut him a little bit of a break on some of this? No, SEAL Team 6 cannot get rid of the halal smell. Okay. I mean, just some of the stuff that he's saying.
That's not their job.
Right. It's so unnecessarily lefty to criticize the country to that degree when Trump is doing so much of what he promised to do. It just takes some time.
Well,
I don't get what he's doing.
Dare I say that sometimes I wonder, is it just because there's just such a hatred for Israel? You know, like a lot of these people are just on this kick of, I hate Israel so much. Okay, well, do you hate Israel more than you love America at this point? Because can we just like think about America for a second and like what's happening here? And things are getting better. What's the alternative, Tucker? Would it have been better if Biden was, if Kamala was president? Would it be better? Do you think it'd be better? Because nothing would be better. I assure you, I am 150% positive that nothing would be better. Everything would be way worse.
Yeah, I don't know why we need this on our side right now. You know what I mean? I just don't understand that.
I don't either.
Ian Hayworth also making similar criticism. He says, "You're not a serious person if you think Tucker Carlson, who was harder on Ted Cruz than the president of the country that has a hit out on the president of the United States, Iran, is America first. Tucker Carlson isn't just Tucker first. He is Tucker only."
It's a great
And
point.
then he went on this other rant about Bill Ackman, who also happens to be Jewish. I'm sure that's unrelated, but Tucker is like super mad that Bill Ackman is a billionaire. And we're also we're careening into hurricane season. Are you guys ready? You guys ready for hurricane season?
We can't get a break here. And hurricane season is in full swing, isn't it? It's like right there. It's supposed to be in an above normal season, they're saying, which I don't even understand what that means, because I don't live in a hurricane place, but Mock does. So I worry about her. She's going to have to come like stay with me. But whether it's natural disasters or even COVID, like another COVID, you should always be prepared and have food and water and emergency supplies on hand all the time. And ReadyWise can help you do that. They have the food, they have the supplies, they have the coolest solar power generators. You can get an extra 10% off with code CHICKS10 when you visit them. I know Mock's biggest fear is the grid going down. And there have been increased threats of like all these sleeper cells in the country. Sorry, Mock. Hope she's not listening. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you guys, but even with the best people in office, like all those sleeper cell reports and everything, it just highlights the need to be very prepared. Okay. So having one of those solar power generators is a fantastic thing to do. Everybody should have a 6-month emergency food supply. These are easy things to be prepared, and ReadyWise has got your back. So you can count on them. They have what?
They even have the self-heating meal kits. These are amazing.
You just add water. That's all you got to do is add water. They're fantastic. So just go to readywise.com, use code CHICKS10 for 10% off. That's readywise.com. Use code CHICKS10.
Bill Ackman responded on Twitter with an entire life story of how he made his billions, all completely legit. The fact that Tucker, and he says it himself, he's like, "Oh, I'll be called a socialist," with a crazy laugh. He does. He sounds bitter and angry and weird about this guy having money. And why is he picking on him? It's because it's related to Israel.
Well,
this rant, I was just like, what are you even doing?
At some point you made enough money? Yeah. What is that?
Like, what is this?
Particularly galling in the case of Jeffrey Epstein and the whole constellation of people around Jeffrey Epstein, all of whom seem to be getting away with scams. And how do you know they're getting away with scams? I'll tell you how, because they're useless and they're rich. So how do you come to a place where some of the least impressive, most useless people who have no actual skills become billionaires? How's that legitimate? And by the way, if you ask this question, at least in Washington, it's like, "Oh, well, yeah, it sounds like you're a socialist." Sounds like socialism. Yeah, okay, I'm a socialist now. All right. I was a Qatari agent or a bigot. Now I'm a socialist. All right. Leaving aside my committed socialism, can you answer the question? How did Bill Ackman get $9 billion? Bill Ackman, a pretty impressive guy? I know Bill Ackman. No. Bill Ackman's like well-connected and super aggressive. That's it. And I think, well-connected, super aggressive people deserve a fair living like everybody else. But if you're accruing $9 million just because you're willing to do anything,
oh my God,
I don't know why we have to pretend that's good.
You guys, listen.
What is happening?
It's like when you start questioning, Kylie Jenner is a billionaire. Okay. Like, what is she, some sort of brilliant, like, Mensa candidate? No, she's not. She's a freaking moron, okay? Who basically shows her goods. She's a billionaire. Am I happy that she's a billionaire? I mean, I look at her and I'm like, God, I can't believe she's a billionaire. She's a billionaire at like 19 years old for being Kylie Jenner. You know what I mean?
But it's legitimate.
But
it's legitimately earned.
This is what happens in America. That's what makes America awesome. If you want to go out there and be a billionaire, go do whatever you got to do to be a billionaire. I love that. I think that's great. We shouldn't be demonizing that.
Especially on the right. Like, that's what floored me. Is like anybody on the left could have easily just given that same exact speech. What are we doing? It's just bizarre. speaking of Tucker, he had on George Santos, who I thought was already in jail, but yet I guess it's later this month that he goes to jail. He cannot stop tweeting and showing up on TV shows. And so he was on with Tucker because of course, Tucker would platform George Santos. I mean, of course, right? And he is scared, legitimately scared, that he may not ever come out of jail alive. Here he is.
About it. I mean, looking at this long stretch.
Tucker, can I be honest with you?
You will.
I don't know that I survive it. They're putting me in a violent prison. It's a medium facility. I'm not a streetwise guy. I don't know how to fight. I'm a gay man. Statistics tell you what happens to gay men in prison. I don't know that I survive this. I'm being honest. I mean, I can't change that. It's sad. I have a family.
Are you serious?
I'm genuinely serious. People think I'm exaggerating when I say this. I've never had to fight a day in my life. I grew up in a very sheltered life, apartment kid in New York City. I don't have wilderness. I mean, my experience in wilderness, let's call it, I like skiing, but it's just not me. I'm not that guy. I don't know that I survived this. I mean, this could be very much my last interview, and I'm not trying to be over dramatic here. I'm just being honest with you. I look at this as practically a death sentence to what could occur to me. And we've seen this. It's not like I'm saying something out of the ordinary. I'm not built for this.
I actually don't begrudge him for saying those things. At least he's honest.
No,
he's honest. He's like,
legit scared.
Right. I'm not street smart. I'm completely coddled. I'm a baby. I'm a gay man that, listen, not all gay men are like that. But he's like, I'm a gay dude that's going to like go into prison and I don't know how to fight. And you can tell he doesn't. He's kind of weak.
He's soft. He's very,
very soft. And so, I mean, at least he's self-reflective. He's self-aware.
Yeah. I don't know if he's self-aware enough, though, about actually feeling any kind of remorse about all the horrible, rotten things that he did.
No.
He swindled people out of a lot of money.
Totally.
He lied about a lot of things. He stole. I mean, he's a garbage person.
He's a garbage person, but so is Nancy Pelosi, Ma.
Totally.
And
totally.
so is,
and I think his sentence is entirely too long.
I mean, exactly. So, I mean, I look at his case and I think, okay, he's a garbage person, but there are so many garbage people that are walking around eating $14 ice cream from their $24,000 fridges. You know what I mean? That we paid for. So, and it's all because of insider trading. I mean, I just had a conversation with my daughter about this the other day. We were talking about stocks. So she's super interested in stocks. And I'm like, you just got to follow Nancy Pelosi. Who's that? I'll tell you. It's like, what? Why? Because they get to cheat. Why do they get to cheat? Well, because they're above the law, honey. That's how it works. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, this is the thing. So there are a lot of garbage people, but at least he's like a tiny bit self-aware. I guess we'll see what happens to him.
Yeah. So I don't know when he's going to jail. Because remember, like it was last week where I thought that was his last tweet before jail was him saying, I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not suicidal and all that stuff. And then he's been tweeting ever since. So I don't know when he's going. I think it's sometime this month.